Hello all, I'm Guna Madhivanan from Officers IAS Academy. Friends, we are coming up with an exclusive live quiz program based on current affairs targeting 2024 prelims on a weekly basis. So every Saturday at 6 p.m. in our Officers Path channel, we will be coming up with this live quiz program. So how to participate? So for which you have to install an mobile application. So go to either App Store or the Google Play Store to download this application named Kahoot application. Download and install it. Alright. So every Saturday at 6 p.m. in the live video, I will be giving you a 7-digit PIN. So you have to enter that 7-digit PIN in your installed application. In that Kahoot application, you have to enter that 7-digit PIN. Or we will give you a QR code. If you are not interested in installing the application, you can scan the QR code in the web browser. You can open the web page. In that you can enter this 7-digit PIN number and you can participate in this quiz program. So once you enter the 7-digit number, the application will ask you to give a username. So you have to give your username. Followed by your username, please give your last 4 digits of your mobile phone number. For example, my username is Guna8990, the last 4 digits of my phone number. So like that you can create your own username. That's all. You are ready to participate in the quiz. So in the live video, I will be showing you the question. The question will be followed by 4 options as usual, A, B, C, D. The 4 options will have a color code, right? So option A, red color, option B, blue color, option C, green color, option D, yellow color. So the 4 options will have 4 different color codes. So in your mobile phone, you have installed the Kahoot application, right? So the Kahoot application in your phone, in your device, it will show you 4 colored box, only 4 colored box. Only in the video which you are watching, in that live video, I will give you the question, followed by that 4 option I will be giving you. The 4 option will have a color code, right? So if you are going to choose A as the right answer, then A has red color, then in your mobile phone you will have a red colored box. You have to choose that. That's all. The answer which you have chosen is correct, and if you have chosen that quickly, for every question we will give you 60 seconds. Assume that I am choosing A is the right answer, and I am choosing within 20 seconds, within 10 seconds. Based on how quickly I choose the question, I have to choose the correct one and I have to choose it as early as possible. So the one who is choosing at the earliest will be given more points. So if I am choosing in 20 seconds, I will be given more points. If someone is choosing at 30 seconds, then relatively lesser points, right? So this is how the quiz will work. So at the end of the program, we will show you the leaderboard. Between the questions also, I will show you the leaderboard. At the end, I will show you the final leaderboard. The one with more number of points will be given a certificate, right? The idea of the quiz program is to provide you a real-time experience of solving the questions along with that competitive environment, right? I hope this program adds more value to your preparation. So along with this, we have a daily current affairs hit list series, daily answer rating initiative. So all these initiatives will give you a competitive edge in your 2024 prelims as well as mains, right? I hope this adds more value to your preparation. So see you in the quiz. Till then, bye, take care.
Okay, good evening students. So we are right now at Officers Quiz, the 19th quiz. So you can join the quiz from the Kahoot app. So I am Niveditha Ramanathan. I am currently handling the digital marketing at Officers IAS Academy. My credentials would be I have been to UPSC 2023 interview and I have cleared prelims twice. So that is all about me. I am telling this so that you are in safe hands. Whatever I am going to tell is authentic information from my side. Yeah. Fine. So those people who have already in Kahoot app, good. So those who are not in Kahoot app, you can join. The game pin would be 7349423. I repeat, 7349423. So yeah, shall we start the quiz? Yeah, we will get into the quiz. The questions will be read out. You will be given 4 options, out of which you have to choose the correct one. So that is how the quiz goes about for those who don't know. So let's get into the quiz. Okay, the question is, the World Drug Report is released by A. World Health Organization, B. United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, C. World Customs Organization, and D. International Narcotics Control Board. So yeah, you are given a timer and you can answer. 3, 2, 1. And the answer is B, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. As I see from the leaderboard, majority of you have given the correct answer. See here, since the world drug and already the option is there, United Nations drugs, fine, it is comparatively easy to even make a guesswork. But what all you can learn further from this question is, you can see more on the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. So what you will see, the first thing is, you should know whether it is a specialized agency of UN or not. That is the very first basic thing. So it is not a specialized agency of UN, and then there are around 17 specialized agencies of UN whose names you are about to know if you are very serious about prelims 2024. Apart from that, it provides a general analysis or overview about how drugs have entered the world market, how narcotics is playing its role in the world market, such basic things. You need not get to know the details about the report. It will be more than enough for prelims if you know which organization is releasing which report. Very rarely in prelims they are going to ask about the details of a report. So just the name and organization will suffice as far as prelims preparation is considered. Fine, let's go to the next question. Before that, the scoreboard, the first place is Yogi, second place is Adi, and the third place is Shri Sai. We'll get into the next question. The question is, which one of the following countries is not a member of the Asian grouping? The options are Thailand, Laos, Brunei, China. Time is almost going to get over. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Done. The answer is D, China. Comparatively very easy question, and we know Asian is a grouping which is constantly in news, not just this year, the previous year, the year before that. It is like always in news. And what we will learn about Asian, first thing we should see whether India is a member or not. As many of us know that India is not a member. Same way as India is not a member, China is also not a member. It's very easy to guess this again. The 10 countries that are members of Asian are Thailand, Malaysia, Laos, Cambodia, Indonesia, Singapore, Myanmar, Philippines, Brunei and Vietnam. The entire Southeast Asia, here the Asian represents the Southeast Asia. That much is enough. You can see whether there are new initiatives with Asia, Asia plus groupings, those things also you can see. And the origin of Asian grouping, these many are sufficient. Now UPSC is also focusing on these regional groupings, be it Asians, BRICS, SAARC, BIMSTEC, all these groupings are also gaining slow importance. So when we learn international groupings, we should also give due focus on regional groupings. Fine, let's see the leaderboard. Again, Yogi has topped. Yes, second place is Adi, and third place is and the fourth place is Annapurani. Yeah, fine. So good. We'll move to the next question. Fine. Defense Acquisition Council is headed by, options are the Prime Minister, the Defense Minister, the National Security Advisor, the Chief of Defense Staff. Time is going to end. 3, 2, 1, go. Answer is B, the Defense Minister. Fine, considerable amount of people have answered it right. Here first thing, if I am going to learn this question, I will learn first thing what Defense Acquisition Council is. So in simple terms, it is a council. It is formed so that the procurement of defense equipments and other things needed is made easy. There is no confusion in procurement and there is no delay in the process. Just to ensure speeding up of the process, they have created this council. In simple terms, this would be the explanation. Second thing is, okay, it is headed by Defense Minister, and the other important member which you should know is the Tri-Defense Chiefs are also there. But on other thing which I will learn from this would be the Prime Minister. I will also learn all the organization or all the committees that the Prime Minister himself is heading, because either they will directly ask the committee or the Prime Minister is going to be in the option for sure. So either if I know the committee is headed by the Prime Minister, I can eliminate at least, even if the the committees are not asked. So always know all the committees that the Prime Minister heads. For example, National Tiger Conservation Authority, the cabinet committees, all the things you know. All the committees that the Prime Minister head, you ought to know. Fine. Let's see the leaderboard. Okay, there is a change. First is Adi, second is Matthew, and third is this time Annapurani. Good Annapurani. Fine. Let's go to the next question. Atal Innovation Mission is set up under the A. Department of Science and Technology, B. Niti Aayog, C. Ministry of Labour and Employment, D. Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. The time starts. About to end. 1. Yeah. Answer is very easy, Niti Aayog. This is again a previous year question replicated. Already in a previous year paper, UPSC has asked Atal Innovation Mission, and its primary focus is developing entrepreneurship and startups. Startups is very much in trend. We are continuously hearing about startups, the initiatives our government is taking in favor of startups. So, how many years pass, as long as this startup is in trend, we should know about Atal Innovation Mission. And another important thing is, it is Niti Aayog's, the country's think tank's mission. So, it is even more important. One more thing I found interesting is Atal Tinkering Labs. Under Atal Innovation Mission, they have started Atal Tinkering Labs in schools. To inculcate the spirit of entrepreneurship in school children, they have started this. Know this also, Atal Tinkering Lab. And before prelims, maybe 10-20 days before prelims, you can just go into Niti Aayog website and randomly scroll through all the things that is there. That mission, that vision, that new projects, all the things you can see. Just once if you see, it will get into your head, and that will be of great use while solving the actual prelims paper. Go into the Niti Aayog official website and just scroll through the contents and see. Fine, let's see the leaderboard. Cool. First is Adi, second is Annapurani, third is Monisha, fourth is Krish, and fifth is Karthik. Annapurani is slowly, ladder by ladder she is climbing up. Good Annapurani. Of course, good Adi. Let's get into the next question. Hope Mars Mission is an initiative of which of the following countries? The options are United Arab Emirates, the US, China and India. The time it's already running. Yeah. It's about to end. 2, 1. The answer is UAE. Many have got it confused with the US. As many UAE answers, there are as many US answers too. Don't get confused. Of course, with the name Hope, many would have guessed that it is the US. It's fine, but it is that of UAE's. Why is Hope mission so special? First thing, UAE will be the 5th country to land in moon after USA, Russia, China and India, and the very first Muslim majority country to do so. So, the very first Muslim majority country to reach the Mars is United Arab Emirates, and this is the second country to reach the Mars in its very first attempt. So, which is the first country to reach Mars in its very first attempt? Of course, us, India. So, that is the significance. Just since it is also in news, just go through all the Mars missions of USA, Russia, China and India. That will suffice. For UAE, it is only the Hope mission. Yeah. Let's see the leaderboard. Annapurani has topped, and second place would be Krish, Sujit, Monisha, and 5th place is Karthik. Finally, Annapurani has climbed the ladder. Fine, let's move into the next question. Okay, the term General Data Protection Regulation is seen recently in the context of options are USA, Russia, China and the European Union. The time is ticking. Okay, it's going to end. Yeah, done. The answer is European Union. Almost everybody, the majority have answered European Union. Why European Union data law should we know? Because as we know, data is the new power. Who controls data controls the world. That is the reality in present times. So, European Union is a pioneer in data protection laws. They are the pioneers. So, when a country like ours, which is developing and gathering more and more data, which is the source of data, we are also on the process of developing rigid or sternest data protection law. So, on these lines, we should know a pioneer's law. So, that is European Union data protection. Just know what is what the law. You need not go get into the details, learn the sections of the law. Just know what is what. That will do. But when it comes to our own data protection law, know what is what. In particular, focus on what we are doing with processing of data, whether the data is processed within our country or it is going outside. If it is going outside, do we have control over that data? On those lines, you should know. That will be more than enough for as far as data protection is considered. Let's see the leaderboard. Annapurani is staying in the top, second place is Sujit, third is Krish, fourth is Monisha and fifth is Karthik. Fine, good. Karthik is also consistently in the leaderboard, good. Fine, let's go into the next question. Okay, which of the following straits connect South China Sea and East China Sea? The options are Strait of Malacca, Taiwan Strait, Sunda Strait, Luzon Strait. Okay, time is running out. 2, 1, and the answer is, as you know, it's the Taiwan Strait. Here in this question, yes, the answer is Taiwan Strait. It connects South China Sea to East China Sea. You should also know to which are the places Strait of Malacca and Sunda and Luzon Strait connects to. These are prominent straits in the busiest ocean of the world. So you should know they are in between Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. They are of a high prominence, not just this year, even next year they will be of high prominence, even the previous year they were of high prominence. So it is highly relevant anytime. So we ought to know, it's better make a map of these and have a clear cut idea, so that if a question on these comes in prelims, it will be within 20-25 seconds you will be able to answer. So you save the time for other questions. Good. Let us see the leaderboard. Annapurni has topped Sujit, then Krish, then Karthik has come to 4th place and Adi is in 5th place. Fine. Good, Annapurni and Karthik is climbing, and let us see into the next question. Okay, which of the following is not a feature of Indian Constitution? A. Parliamentary form of government, B. Independence of judiciary, C. Presidential form of government, and D. Federal government. A very easy question indeed. Time is running out. 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is C, presidential form of government. Majority of you have answered it correctly. Those who didn't answer, maybe you should be very strong with your basics. Start working on your basics, then focus on other things. It's a very basic question. Anybody who has read the NCERT or Constitution at Work or Indian Constitution at Work would be comfortably able to answer this question. We are not at all presidential form of government. The best example of presidential form of government is the United States of America and not us. Of course, we are parliamentary, we have independence of judiciary, and of course, we are federal government. So, odd one out is presidential. A very easy, simple question to answer. Good, all of you, almost many of you have answered. Let us see the leaderboard. Again, Annapurni has topped, followed by Sujit, Krish, Karthik and Adi. Okay, let us move into the next question. Which of the following is a biodiversity hotspot in India? The options are Eastern Himalayas, Eastern Ghats, Western Rajasthan, none of the above. Fine. The answer is A, Eastern Himalayas. Quite a few have answered none of the above. I don't know why the confusion is. There are only 3 biodiversity hotspots in India. One is Eastern Himalayas, second is Indo-Burma biodiversity hotspot, and the third is our Western Ghats. So, Western Ghats we know here in the South India it is there. Eastern Himalayas is starting from Nepal, Sikkim, Bhutan, Arunachal Pradesh and parts of some northeastern states. Whereas Indo-Burma hotspot would be Myanmar, a slight amount of other northeastern states and Myanmar, predominantly Mizoram and Myanmar. So, Indo-Burma is a very small part of Indo-Burma hotspot is here in our India. Majority lies in Myanmar. Myanmar is nothing but Burma. So, you ought to know this. Even if you don't know the species distribution within these hotspots, that is fine. But you ought to know this, and recent zoological survey has also told Western Ghats has the highest amount of endemic bird biodiversity. Just know basics of these things, at least the map part, which are the biodiversity, where are they located, through which states they pass through. Those things are important, particularly the states are important when it comes to Western Ghats. So, that much work is enough for this question. Okay, let us see the leaderboard. Annapurni has topped, followed by Sujit, Krish, Karthik and Adi. Same consistently they are maintaining it. Fine, let us move to the next question. Okay, which state or UT has launched the Family Doctor program? The options are Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Odisha and West Bengal. Okay, time is running out. 3, 2, 1. Fine, the answer is Andhra Pradesh, and quite a few are confused with Kerala. It's quite a tricky question. That's fine. Even if you have got it wrong, again it's fine, no issues. Yeah, equal amount of people have answered Andhra Pradesh and Kerala, but the answer is Andhra Pradesh. Why this scheme has got prominence is it is a doorstep delivery of the medicine service. Here they are identifying rural villages, okay, and they are separating into segments, and for each segment they are providing with 2 doctors. They are their family doctors. The doctors' numbers will be widely publicized, so that when it will be to an extent that if any small ailment arises, they can call the doctor and just consult him over telephone. Moreover, the doctor himself or herself will visit the village twice a month. So, it's a doorstep medical service. So, it's an innovation. It's an innovation. So, that's why this scheme has gained prominence. Just know that this scheme was innovated and used by Andhra Pradesh government. That much is enough. Know the basics of the scheme. Whenever you solve a question, how you will understand to what extent you have to study is, you should understand the logic behind it. Why is it gaining prominence? Once you know that, you will know to what extent you should know about that particular subject or to what depth you should know. So, that is the way to go about it. Let us see the leaderboard. Okay, now Krish has stopped, followed by Annapurani, followed by Samuel, Sujit and Karthik. Okay, let us get into the next question. Okay, the question is, late Hargobind Khorana had received Nobel Prize in Physiology in 1968 for work on which among the following? A. Mechanisms of the action of hormones. B. Chemical structure of antibodies. C. Interpretation of the genetic code, and D. Structural and functional organization of the cell. Okay, the time is running out. 2, 1. The answer is C. Interpretation of the genetic code. Quite a few have confused with the antibody statement. That's fine. Nobel Prize, the innovation, its impact on the society, that we ought to know. Year on year, whomsoever receives Nobel Prize, we ought to know that, and the innovation and the impact of the society, that much is enough. Here, interpretation of the genetic code, UPSC is quite obsessed when it comes to genetic code, DNA, RNA, mRNA and all those aspects. So, know very well about them. We can always expect year on year, we can expect a mandatory questions on this DNA, RNA lines. So, whenever you read something related to medicine and if it is giving importance to DNA, RNA, know it clearly, so that you do not get confused while answering the question. That much is enough. Let us see the leaderboard. Fine, Annapurani is back. Annapurani is top, second is Krish, followed by Sujit, Karthik and Adi. Fine, let us go get into the next question. The Allahabad pillar inscription gives a detailed account of the reign of which of the following? The options are Kanishka, B. Samudragupta, C. Kumaragupta and D. Ashoka. Time has run out. The answer is B. Samudragupta. It's quite easy, though the pillar was initially installed by the king during the reign of King Ashoka. Later on, Samudragupta's eulogy was also written over it. In fact, there was little information about King Ashoka. There was more information about King Samudragupta, and later during the Mughal period, even King Jahangir's inscriptions were written on it. In fact, it has happened that King Jahangir has overwritten over Ashoka's inscription. So, we are not able to decipher most of Ashoka's inscriptions since they are damaged, and over them King Jahangir's inscription are written. but a detailed inscription about King Samudragupta is given, how he has defeated other kings, what his way of ruling and everything. The inscription majorly focus on King Samudragupta, but though mentioning of King Ashoka and Jahangir is present. Fine, very important pillar, all of us know that. Detailed explanation about it is given in Art and Culture NCERT also, go through that. Fine, let us see the leaderboard. Again Annapurni has taught, followed by Krish, Sujit, Adi and Karthik. Okay, let us get into the next question. Which of the following is referred to as twin deficit? A. Capital account deficit and current account deficit. B. Current account deficit and fiscal deficit. C. Fiscal deficit and primary deficit. And D. Capital account deficit and budget deficit. Okay, the time is about to run out. 3, 2, 1. Answer is B. Current account deficit and fiscal deficit. So, India is one of the countries which has twin deficit, that is both deficit in current account as well as fiscal. So, fiscal deficit is nothing but the gap between budgeted amount and the expenditure that we have actually spent. It means we have spent more than we are gaining or receiving as revenue. So, when there exists a fiscal deficit, what our government generally does is it goes and borrows in the market. What happens this way is, when the government borrows in the market, the amount of money remaining for the private players to borrow is tremendously reduced. So, this is called crowding out of private funds. So, for a good economy, it is always good that there is not any fiscal deficit, or fiscal deficit is very less in number. But for a developing economy, fiscal deficit is in a kind of way good, so that is not an issue. Where the issue actually rises is the current account deficit. Current account majorly constitutes the import and export. A current account deficit can also symbolize that we are importing more than we are exporting. So, to reduce current account deficit, our country should focus on exports. So, that is why all the schemes related to exports are of prominent importance for us learning for UPSC prelims also, because we are a developing economy, we are trying to reduce the current account deficit. So, we are trying to export more and also trying to reduce import to a greater extent. That is why Make in India, Assemble in India, Manufacture in India, all these schemes, our ultimate focus is to reduce the current account deficit and thereby improve our economic condition. Fine, let us see the leaderboard. Again Annapurni has stopped, good, then followed by Krish, Sujit, Karthik, Adi. Fine, let us get into the next question. The question is, the de jure head of a state government A. Chief Minister of the state, B. Chief Minister and Council of Ministers, C. Governor of state, and D. Chief Justice of the High Court. Time is running out. 3, 2, 1. Fine. Answer is simple, Governor of the state. For those who have, there is quite a number of people who have answered it as Chief Minister of State. I think people got confused with the word de jure. De jure means nominal. That is, he is the nominal head, not the real head. De jure means nominal. That is namesake head, that is colloquially we can tell it is namesake head. All of us know when it comes to nominal head of a state is, of a state government is governor of a state. The unique feature about governor is the president is also the nominal head of the country, but with that he stops. But the governor plays a dual role. He is the nominal head of the state government and also he is the agent of the central government. He plays a dual role. This part you should know, and anything and everything about president and governor we ought to know. It is not even current affairs, it is rather static, and a very detailed and good content is given again in our constitution at work NCERT. that will suffice to a greater extent. That is like Bible of polity according to me. So those who have a strong command over our constitution at work can easily answer such questions. Fine, let's see the leaderboard. Fine, good Krish. Krish has stopped, followed by Annapurani, Sujit, Karthik and Adi. Let's get into the next question, the next and the final question. The United Arab Emirates is not bordered by which of the following countries? A. Oman, B. Saudi Arabia, C. Iran, D. all of the above. Not bordered, that's the key here, not bordered. Fine, the answer is C, Iran. Majority of you have answered yes. Fine, why UAE is important to us? Why should we know about UAE of all the countries? Because UAE hosts the large number of Indian migrants. So, a large amount of Indian after India, they are in UAE. So, we ought to know that our people are there. Second thing is prominence. Oil and gas is flourishing there. They are very economically prominent for the world. So, we ought to know about them. Very close by to us, easily accessible by the Arabian Sea, a huge potential if they are going to be our partners. So, they hold significant place. When it comes to UAE, see there are 7 countries in the United Arab Emirates. The federation know the 7 countries, how the council is formed, who heads the council, like there is a ruler for all the 7 countries and one of them heads the council. So, see all those things, but geographically also see, is there any sea, which are the seas bordering UAE, is there a strait or is there a lake which is of prominence there? It is predominantly a desert. So, know all those things, nearly I think 1/5 of it is a desert. So, know just the basics about UAE. Anytime even a question doesn't comes up on UAE, there are high chances UAE might be in the option. So, always know about UAE. We cannot predict questions as far as prelims is considered to a greater extent, but yes, we can predict the options. UPSC has a set of options. Almost 30-40% of the paper will be the repeated options. So, via options also we can eliminate and find the answer. That is one way to go about with prelims. Fine, we have got 20 extra days and already few days have gone. Utilize it well and study well. All the best guys, all the best. And final leaderboard. Okay, 5th place is Karthik, sorry, 3rd place is Karthik, 2nd place is Annapurni and 1st place is Krish. Okay, congratulations guys, others also strive to be in this. Even if you are not, that is fine, study hard, that will do. Thank you.